Welcome back. We are doing a beautiful collective card reading for you. So if you have found this message, you've stumbled upon it, or should I say it has stumbled upon you, trust that this is finding you at the exact moment that you are meant to hear this message. So this collective is a very, very, very special collective. This collective is known to be a bit more traditional. And by traditional, I don't mean, carrying on traditions of the family. No, these are actually collective individuals that are breaking ancestral patterns, breaking ancestral traditions. If you look in this card, you have all kinds of ancient symbology, right? So this means you come from an ancient civilization. You've had many lives. So when I say traditional, I don't mean that you follow the status quo, you're normal. I mean that you have had a long past in your evolution of a soul, as a soul. So you are somebody who has been here for a very long time. Maybe not in this physical body, but in this, in this soul, in these incarnations that you have been here playing throughout Earth and potentially other realms as well. So we're getting a message for you today. This was upside down. Taking the leap. So you are about to take the leap, and this has to do with the generational cycles that you've been breaking. So there's a reason why that card came out first, and it's because you are ready to take the leap, to let go of the programs that have no longer been serving you. You are somebody who, isn't new to doing this type of work, but you are somebody who might be reluctant to let another person in again. You might be reluctant to, partner up again. This could be romantic, this could be business, this could be completely friendship, but a lot of this has to do with relationship and how we relate to others, because you've been burned in the past. You are now being faced with, do I take the leap? Do I go all in? What do I do? And so Spirit wants to tell you, you got to strut your stuff, okay? You have got to be ready for the eyes to be on you. You have to be ready to put your best foot forward, so to speak, and to actually walk the walk and talk the talk. If you're somebody who loves to help others, loves to be in service, then you need to make sure that you are actually doing the things that you are telling or advising others to be doing, right? So this is something that your integrity is being called into question here. Not into question, but just called into a higher realm. This isn't because you've been doing anything bad or wrong. This is just Spirit asking you to live in higher alignment with that which you preach. So I'll give you an example for myself specifically. I'm Serena, if you don't already know me. I make these kind of spiritual readings, and then also I am really big into the twin flame community. So I help twin flames on their spiritual ascension journeys, one-on-one and group. So if you're looking for more support, you can check the links down below. But so I am a twin flame mentor. So I help other twin flames on their path, on their journey to their awakening and their, deprogramming and their, releasing of limiting beliefs. And so what I've been working through lately with my twin is I've come to light of a program that I had, which is a very manipulative, insidious program that I've been using that other people used on me. And as a child, I was gaslit into thinking my reality was wrong. So I vowed that I would never allow anybody else into my process, into my healing, right? Like I would close that door completely. And I realized that now when my partner brings things to me, I come up against it very defensive, right? I'm not very open to hearing what he has to say. And I don't often think that it's coming from a place of pureness, that he loves me, that he wants the best for me. I believe that it's coming from a place of he wants to control me. And so for me, teaching on twin flame and the nature of that journey and spiritual awakening and looking at your wounds, looking at your program, me running this program and now bringing it to awareness means that I need to operate out of higher alignment. I need to look at the way in which that I receive him in the good and the bad and ask myself, is that something that feels in alignment with the vocation that I have chosen in this lifetime? So if you're going through something similar to that, that's the idea here. It's that you hold others to a very high degree, and you need to make sure that you are holding yourself to that high degree as well, that you are acting in alignment with your values and beliefs. And so why, Spirit, is this important? This is important because the people in which you are trying to affect change, that you have actually been called by Spirit to affect change, they can smell it off you in a minute. People know nowadays, this is why cancel culture is so big. People know if you are acting in alignment or not in alignment with that which you are doing, right? People can smell out those insecurities. They can smell out those secrets. And that's why cancel culture is so big, is because you radiate differently when you are in full alignment with what it is that you are doing, what it is that you are teaching. So this is all about you becoming the best version of yourself. This isn't to diss you, or this isn't to make you wrong or bad or shame you. This is actually to bring into light all the gifts and beauty that you have to offer the world. You are being called on a higher trajectory than most people are being called. And with that comes a level of integrity that most people don't understand. So you are somebody who's being called to live in deep integrity with their lives, because you are the creator. You are the creator of your own life. You have been crafting this life, I want to say mercilessly, but that sounds pretty intense. You've been crafting this life, like just non-stop. You have been doing this work. You've been looking at your shadows, bringing it to light, integrating, loving yourself, doing all of the work so that you can truly create the life of your dreams. Look at this card, the sun, the power of the sun, the power of light on your dreams, holding the power of the sun. So this can be very significant in your sun signs. This can be Leo, this can be our fire signs, Aries, Sagittarius. You might be somebody with a sun sign in, fire, in, or even in the summer. You might be somebody with a birthday in the summer. So much golden energy here. So this is very, very important, that you are the creator of your reality. You are the person that is going to save yourself, right? Nobody else is coming to save you. You are saving yourself by the work that you have been putting in and what you've been doing. So what we want to know from here is, what can you expect moving forward? What can you expect moving forward? Relocation. So maybe you are moving somewhere else. This can be physical or non-physical. So as you can see, this girl, she's following the light, right? She's following the light on her magic carpet. So this is going to take you to somewhere that you have never been before. This could be travel, this could be a new home, or this could be a new timeline. This is going to put you in the running for an incredible future. Whatever it is that you are trying to manifest, a new timeline is likely at the basis of that. So you are looking at like a whole new life in a matter of a short period of time when you implement these things that we were talking about in the beginning. So what do we need to know in terms of how to move forward from here? We know that we need to be living in alignment with the things that we are preaching about, and that by doing that, we'll be able to craft the life of our dreams, and that is going to take us to some amazing places. But how do we get there? These two cards came out. Both cards with a lot of flower power here. So we have bloom, and then we have generosity. So when you bloom, you're opening up, you're receptive. Maybe there's a part of you that's been asleep for a while, that's been fighting, or that's just been closed off from past pain. But a reminder that everything blooms when it's meant to bloom. Okay, so you don't have to force yourself to open up. Blooming isn't about forcing. It's about allowing the conditions to become just in the right place, right? When a flower blooms, it's because it has enough water, it has enough sunlight, it's warm enough, it's the right conditions. And so know that you too will bloom. You will open again when the conditions are right. So you don't need to force anything. Continue to do the work, of course. That's always the calling. But you don't need to force yourself to open. You don't need to force yourself through this awakening. You can just allow it to unfold naturally. You've passed the time where you need to force yourself into healing. You're now in a place where you can just rest and relax, and the healing will unfold naturally. And that's where the generosity comes from. When you are allowed to do this, you allow yourself to bloom, then you have so much to give to others, right? Again, think about blooming. The flower, as Eckhart Tolle has said, the flower is the enlightenment of the plant species. So what does that mean? That means that the flower brings beauty to people. It brings an aroma, a smell. It's literally the most divine part of the plant is the flower. And so when you bloom, you instantly have so much to offer the world. You have so much to give when you allow yourself to open and to bloom. And that generosity will be felt by others, not because of what you can do for them, but because, again, as this card shows us, because of what you are radiating. Because you are radiating an energy, a frequency. And when you are radiating this energy and this frequency, it allows others to connect to that same frequency within themselves. And that is what the healing comes from. It doesn't come from the journaling. It doesn't come from, the meditating. It doesn't come from all these actions, these self-help books, watching these videos. It doesn't actually come from these things. It comes from omitting the frequency of healing, the frequency of I am whole, I am complete, I am beautiful, I am divine. This is why everyone on earth is medicine for us. Everyone on earth is medicine for us because they are radiating a frequency, and we are able to pick up on that frequency. Even if they're radiating a negative frequency, right? They might be radiating something that we don't want to be. But because that triggers something within us, it shows us an aspect of ourselves, and generally our shadow self, something that we actually need to pour light on in order to integrate. So this is it, you guys. This is the work. Allow yourself to open. Trust in the timing of your life. Bloom when the conditions are right, and share that energy, that frequency with everyone around you. I just want to get one more card for you as we close out this reading, just to, round it out. Anything else that we need to know for this collective, please? This card keeps coming up for me. Fighting. Ending the war. Ending the war within the self. Okay, it's time. It's time to end the fighting, end the fight. It's time to remember who you really are. It's time to give up the programs that you learned in order to keep yourself safe. It's time to just grace, ease, love, pureness, beginning again. It's time for a restart. This is your sign. Thanks for watching. If you're looking for more support, you can check the links down below. We'll see you soon. Big love, Serena.